Associate Professor of Theater in the Department of Communication Arts and the Director of Theater in the department.
Okay, and how long have you been directing here?
This is my 17th year at Georgia Southern.
Have you directed anywhere else?
Well, I've directed plays, all over the country. This is the first place I've been the Director of Theater.
What was your most successful play?
I think probably I would say the Laramie Project.
And where did you do that?
Here.
Here. Have you ever directed any famous people? Have become famous?
Yes, to some extent. There was an actress I directed years ago when I was teaching at Temple University named Patricia Callenber, who went on to had about a 15-20 year career doing primetime television soaps and things like that, but primetime soaps. And I've acted with Kyle MacLachlan, who is had quite an extensive movie career.
Okay, and you said you've acted. How long did you act before you decided you wanted to direct?
Oh, I've been acting and directing all my entire career since I got into the theater.
Have you ever written any plays and directed them? Or?
Yeah, actually, I wrote one play. I was working as an associate artistic director at a small theater on Maui, Hawaii, and I wrote a play about the clash of cultures in Hawaii when the first Westerners, the Captain Cook and those people, came to Hawaii, and the way in which that culture clashed with the culture of the native Hawaiians.
And why directing?
Oh, it's the theater. It's I guess what appeals to me about directing is that you're choosing to tell a story, and the plays that you choose have the potential to affect the thinking and the education. I mean, that's what theater's all about, both the combination of education and entertainment. So, and the more entertaining it is, the more educational it can be. And because there are plays have points of view, and with every play that you do, you have a chance to present a point of view to the audience that they might not have otherwise understood.
Have you ever won any awards, or?
Yeah. I was given an award for distinction in creativity here at Georgia Southern a few years ago through the college, and when I was in Detroit years ago, I was honored at the end of the year with a award for one of the 5 most outstanding performances by a supporting actor in the season of all of the theater that went on in Detroit that year.
Let's see. What's been your highlight of all your directing and acting?
I think I would say probably 2 things really come to mind. The first is about 6 years ago or so. I was working at the Oklahoma Shakespearean Festival, and I was able to play the role of Richard II in Shakespeare's play, which is one of my favorite role I've ever played. And then right next to that is something that we just closed about 3 weeks ago, a play called What Use Are Flowers, which is this really unknown little gem by Lorraine Hansberry, the woman who wrote Raised in the Sun, and it's about a hermit that comes out of the mountains to discover that we've blown up the world and the only thing that's left is this little ragtag group of little kids, and he has to decide whether he's going to teach them about the civilization he had turned his back on as a hermit years earlier. And it's just a beautiful piece of writing, it's very Shakespearean. The power of her language has that same kind of the power that Shakespeare's language has, and it was really quite wonderful to work on.
Do you have any upcoming works?
Yes, right now I'm directing The Taming of the Shrew, a Shakespearean comedy, and I'm doing kind of a little twist on it where I've cast all the male roles with female actors, and I've cast all the female roles with males. And so we're sort of flipping the genders on it and using it as sort of a study in gender roles and gender identity, and it should be interesting. We're having a lot of fun working on it right now. And the great thing is that they have all these wonderful actresses in the program who are going to have a chance to play these really wonderful roles that they will never get a chance to do the rest of their lives. And they're finding it very exciting, and it's really exciting watching them grow in the process.
And when will this be performed?
We're doing 2 main stage shows this semester. The Taming of the Shrew is one, and then my colleague Lisa Abbott is directing Big Love, which is not the Showtime show about polygamy. It's a new play that's an adaptation of the world's oldest play, a play by Aeschylus, and it's a play about 50 brides who are being forced to marry these 50 men, and they go run screaming to Italy to try to get away from them. And in the course of as they run away, the potential husbands chase them, and then there's battles and war, and people die. But we do end up finding one couple that has true love in that. And those 2 plays we're doing something new. It's called we're playing those 2 shows in rotating repertory, which means we open Big Love on a Thursday, we open Shrew on a Friday. And on Saturday, Big Love plays a matinee and Shrew plays Saturday evening. And then Big Love plays Sunday and Monday, and then Shrew Tuesday and Big Love Wednesday and Shrew Thursday and Big Love, and so on for 2.5 weeks. The shows will alternate performances for 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
And that's in November, the first 2.5 weeks in November.
All right. Well, that's it.